For nearly a decade, a serial killer stalked the LGBTQ+ community in Toronto's Church and Wellesley neighborhood, one of the city's most vibrant and bustling hubs. The case would later become the largest criminal investigation in Toronto police history. 8 men vanished without a trace, their disappearances linked by a common thread that police were slow to recognize. Unbeknownst to the community, a seemingly harmless man, a part-time mall Santa and landscaper, was hiding a sinister secret that would shock the city when it was uncovered. The investigation began in 2010, when 40-year-old Skanda Navaratnam, a Sri Lankan man, went missing. However, his case eventually went cold. In late 2012, authorities launched a task force to further investigate Skanda's case, believing he had been murdered. This suspicion was fueled by a post on the cannibal web forum Zambian Meat, where someone claimed to have killed and eaten a person in Toronto. Despite these efforts, the investigation into Skanda's disappearance went cold again. During their inquiry, authorities discovered 2 other similar cases. Basir Faizi and Hamid Kayhan, both middle-aged men of South Asian descent, had also disappeared from the same area between 2010 and 2012. In late 2013, an anonymous tip led authorities to interview Thomas Donald Bruce MacArthur, a well-known landscaper in the area. The tip linked MacArthur to both Skanda and Hamid. MacArthur told police he regularly interacted with Skanda at a gay bar, but denied being in a relationship with him. He also admitted to employing Hamid in his landscaping business after the two had ended a sexual relationship. Following this, the task force was disbanded as no evidence was found to link the disappearances or indicate that a crime had occurred. Years later, in 2017, 49-year-old Andrew Kinsman, an active member of the gay community, disappeared a day after attending Toronto's Pride celebrations. His disappearance prompted a renewed focus on the missing persons cases and led to the formation of Project Prism. This task force was established to investigate Kinsman's disappearance and that of another man, Salim Essen, who had gone missing 2 months earlier in April 2017. By August 2017, the task force began focusing more closely on MacArthur, particularly after surveillance footage captured a man matching Kinsman's description near MacArthur's vehicle on the night Kinsman disappeared. As investigators tracked MacArthur's movements, they discovered that his vehicle was no longer at his residence, as he had sold it to a scrapyard. Police seized the vehicle and found trace amounts of blood inside, which was later confirmed to belong to Kinsman. During a search of MacArthur's home, police also obtained his computer's hard drive and began analyzing its contents. This search uncovered crucial evidence linking him to the disappearances, including disturbing post-mortem photographs of his victims. Bruce MacArthur was arrested in January 2018 after police, who had been surveilling him, observed a young man entering his apartment and believed the man's life was in immediate danger. MacArthur was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of Andrew Kinsman and Salim Essen. After his arrest, police executed search warrants at multiple properties connected to MacArthur, including his apartment and the home of a landscaping customer where he stored his tools and supplies. At the customer's home, cadaver dogs took a strong interest in large planter boxes. After using heaters to unfreeze the ground, which had been affected by the cold temperatures, investigators discovered the dismembered remains of 8 victims inside the planters. In total, MacArthur was charged with 8 counts of first-degree murder. The victims were primarily men from Toronto's gay village, many of whom had been living secret lives within Toronto's gay community. In January 2019, MacArthur pleaded guilty to all 8 charges, avoiding a trial. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for 25 years, at which time he will be 92 years old.